This is a walkthrough of a bug in FMOD. So here I have an event with a scatter tool, a couple other things that just sort of create an ambience. It's a looping event. And I put this in a room. If we look at the master, you can see it's also a pretty large event, 60 by 70, or 60 with the outskirt of the emitter being 70. Here's the issue, the scatter tool. Pitch knob. So I'll show you in the profiler. This is how that tool is set right now. And you can see the virtual voices are 32 to 35. If you look at this event, that makes sense. There's 32 polyphony. There's a couple other like enemies that are in the room that are kind of just idling. So that gives us that extra 3 or 4 voices throughout. Therefore, we have this sort of oscillating between 30 and 35. There, it went up a little bit. That was probably me swinging a sword around or whatever. Okay. Now, if we look here, we have the exact same space with the exact same event, but in the scatter instrument, I had the pitch shift or pitch. It's not shift. It is shift, but then it's also randomized around that shift. But I had the pitch randomization here. That is the only difference between this graph and this graph. No other sound design elements change here. And so what is shown is that when I have that pitch shift negative, the voice count never turns off. So once a voice is played, once one of these scatter sounds plays, it never turns off. And so I've maxed out at my active 256, and by the end, I've maxed out at my virtual voices being at 1024, 2 to the 10th power there. And that means no other sound can play. Every single allocated area of memory for audio is used up. If I take those and I play the same scene and I bring this pitch here, that issue goes away.